It's time.
All right. Good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. All right. Well, we've got to do some business today. We got a couple GACs to knock out. Both my accounts launched. Nice. Good job, man. I'm about to find out. I am about to find out how I'm gonna do. Here we are on the alt account. They cleared one zone and said I quit. I guess I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. They're probably waiting to see what I'm gonna do. So we got the Yoda team down here, a rando team. Okay. All right. Well, let's just hit this. I don't know. Unless we got a nasty surprise on the back wall, I think we're gonna pull this one off. That is the beauty and the curse of the small account. The GAC is going to be fast and furious. And I beat them by one banner. But oh no, we got a back wall surprise. What was the team? The team up top is just rando as you can get. All right, so now here's what we'll do. We'll Phoenix this, and then we'll. Interesting. I mean, cool for them, I guess. That's cool of them, but I mean, I guess do they not need crystals? Like, what's their reasoning? Oh, hey, there we go. We got a. I mean, every now and again, it's nice to play against somebody who's not a sweaty asshole, isn't it? Look at this. What's a contend? Fight me. Fight me. Yeah. And when they're broken, like some of the last couple of sets have been. Uh. All right, so this is, I think, a first for me. I've never used FCoth, I think, for anything. Maybe I think I maybe used him one time in the new raid. Um, oh yeah, no, that's why I said I used him one time in the new raid, and I haven't used him since. He has been removed from the rotation. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think I legit think I used him in the lineup the first week, and then didn't do well with it and kicked him out of the lineup. And I think I replaced him with Ayla Sakura or something. I can't remember. Yeah, I used him for one attempt on the raid, and was like, this guy is just absolute dog shit. Well, so let me tell you something. I had this on Streamlabs desktop. They have music for free. You know, it's not gonna get you strikes. And there was this Call of Duty inspired playlist, and a lot of the music was like based on like the old school Nazi zombies, like the round based ones. Like you would go and find these Easter eggs, little items to interact with on the maps, and you would get a song. And so a lot of the songs had that vibe, had that feel. Well, the playlist is dead now. For whatever reason, it's just gone. So I'm trying to find a new one. And I can't remember. This one was called Poggers, and I put on the first one, and the first one sounded okay, and so I just let it roll. But yeah, I'm not a giant fan. And then there's a playlist here called Rock, and it sounds, I mean, it's definitely rock-ish, but it also sounds kind of country-ish at times. So I'm trying to find a new thing until I can figure out how to have my own personal music playlist going without it ending up on the VOD. I just need to sit down and devote some time to solving that issue. So until I get the music situation sorted, I'm gonna be kind of randomly playing around with it. Oh, I see, VOD instead of VOD. Um, I think that's just the difference between our two nations. I've never heard somebody say VOD. I've always heard VOD. And it's because of the two periods right there. So yeah, we look at this Endor on the new account now. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm a trendsetter apparently. So yeah, I'm not gonna. I was thinking about bonus contenting some Endor here, but we all know that raid is about as exciting as watching paint dry. I also need to do. I need to do both of these, but that's for my own time. I do have a couple of attempts left on the Naboo raid on the main account, as well as. Oh, you know what? I better let me get my tickets real quick. This guild only requires 300. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them more than that though. Oh yeah, no, dude. This is the second time we've done it, and it's for a baby account like mine, or for like this one. It's fantastic. Get one. I've unlocked Han Solo because of it, because I got so much get one. I was able to buy everything I needed for him real quick. But yeah, it's just a horseshit, right? To play, like to play, it's just bad. It's not fun. Um, it's not fun at all. And yeah, I've got 2 attempts left on my Naboo raid. It launched last night. God, they're still selling 10 for $1 million. I just right here it's a gear issue. Although I suspect if I gave Stormtrooper Han his Zeta, I might be able to finish that last stage of CLS. Yeah, dude, I appreciate the attempt at the raid. It gives me so when I was a little kid, um arcade games, were just kind of in their infancy. Video games in general were in their infancy, and we took a trip to Disneyland. And I can't remember what I was very young. I was like 4. I can't remember what we had going on exactly, but we were chilling at some place. Maybe we were just getting a bite to eat, but they had some arcade games off to the side at this place in Disney. And one of the arcade games was a Return of the Jedi game, where it was a top-down, so you scrolled downwards at like a 45-degree angle of the speeder bike part of Endor. This raid kind of, the first time I played it, it kind of gave me like nostalgia vibes, because by the way, that was the only place in the world I'd ever seen that Return of the Jedi arcade game. Never saw it before, never saw it after. That was the only place. So the first time I played the raid, it gave me like nostalgia vibes, like, oh, this is like that game I saw and played a little bit of when I was a tiny wee little baby. But then, yeah, after the first couple of times of doing it, I was like, oh, this is getting old in a hurry. I'm glad I can just mostly auto this and not pay any attention to it. So, yeah. So now, we got to go to this journey guide, not that journey guide. It's a different journey guide. I'm pretty sure Gamorrean Guard can only be farmed from here. Yeah, from the guild store. But this is nice. I can start farming that for future purposes, alongside of farming up Fennec, because Fennec's awesome. And I got Han Solo unlocked, which is pretty amazing. I need to actually level him up, but. And then, of course, these two, I need to finish CLS, and then I need to get some Ewoks going. But yeah, I'm just getting my. If you're just joining us, I just did the GAC on my baby account. I'm just getting raid tickets handled real fast for this small guild, and then I'm going to head over to the main account for the big GAC. And I haven't poked my head in to see what's going on with it, but it's gonna be a wild one, I think. We'll see if our opponent has made some moves overnight. Oh, yeah. Mm. We'll grab. Sorry, when I see TIE bomber shards in the store or in the shipments for this currency, I'm snagging it. Ooh, and wedge 2? Excellent. Excellent. All right, buddy. Well, it's going to take a minute to log over to the other account anyways. So you got a moment. You got time. Okay. Cantina. All right, that should be close to the full raid tickets. We'll come back to this either at the end of the stream if we're having a good chat and hang, or I'll do it on my own time. Because, yeah, we've also got the assault battle that I need to try some attempts on. Because, yeah, the first time clear, bonuses on all of these assault battles are crazy. I forgot. I don't know if it was always like that and I just forgot because it had been so long, or if they upped them. But, I mean, it's like 10 shards for 6 to 8 characters plus 1,000,000 credits, and ship shards and all sorts of stuff. It's very, 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 very worth trying to do as much as you can. I mean, obviously the goal eventually is to 3-star all the nodes, so you can just go sim as you do on or as I do on my main account here, which we've just hopped into. Yeah, as we've done here already. Big day tomorrow. I get to 7-star my Radis. That will be officially no more ships to work on at all. All right, what do we got? Okay, no movement yet overnight. And what do the walls look like? Okay. So we've got a Geo team on defense. I have not seen a Geo team on defense in quite a while. Ray, of course. Trenchy, of course, and some Star Killer action. We see Jabba and Boss Nass. Okay, we've got. They have an art. They must be saving their Luthien for offense. Okay, I need to look because if this is possible. So I'm going to SWGOH.gg real quick. Oh man, I was really hoping. Oh? Hang on, I need to add. Okay. So let me look to make sure. What are we looking at? Chirpa. Okay. Wampa is 87% against this. It's going pretty well, my friend. How's everything with you? Should we, guys? Should we? Should we throw our favorite girl here? We got a cron. We got a good cron for her. Should we do this? Is this how we want to start our day? It's kind of how I want to start this one off. Yeah, it's yeah, the other option would just be like, you know, throw an Enoch at it or whatever, but gonna wanger. Alright, you know what? Let's have some fun. Screw it. This guy's account I'm fighting is monstrous. So you know what? I can afford to drop a battle for fun. What's wangering? What's wangering? Oh, they're gonna kill themselves, getting all these dots on them, because Wappa with the dot cron and the prod up. I mean, I'll get a turn eventually, but I mean, look at these. The 28 stacks. Oh, what's his, a Wanawanga song or something like that. I have a list of talents. Making music is not one of them. If I need music made, I talk to my brother Josh. He's extremely talented with instruments. He really has taken the time to deep dive into programs like GarageBand. So if I need a piece of music made, I go to him because one, he loves doing it, and two, he's just far better at it than I'll ever be. I'm better with the video side and all that. I should get him to make some stuff. He on the outro, like whenever I'm done streaming and I bring up the thing with like my socials and, you know, where to follow the accounts and whatnot. He did the music for me there. Yeah, Arnold sung Iwata Wanga. He says he wants to Wanga. Wants to Wanga. Okay, so wow, it has been a minute and a half since I've taken on a Geo team. What's the standard operating procedure for a GBA these days? Apparently people are taking it serious because of the crons. I mean, the standard one I'm seeing is the standard one that's kind of been in place for a while, and I'm not talking Lord Vader. Troopers, Rogue One, Triumvirate, that sort of stuff. Night Sisters, CLS. CLS seems like overkill. I mean, to be frank, Treya feels like overkill as well. Phoenix is 97% with Sabine, Mandalorians, Starkiller, Darth Vader with a full team of Empire. I don't know, I think my Darth Vader's on defense. I mean, Treya to me feels like the logical choice. I mean, yeah, it's a lot, but it's also safe, I suppose. Oh, nice. I mean, and they do have a Kron. Whose Kron is this? Geonosian Soldier, Armor Shred. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this alone, 138.93 defense. Yeah, let's just go ahead and we'll just Treya this and get it out of the way. I don't really. Hey, Graxy, welcome back. You missed Wampa eating some Ewoks. That's it. Yeah, we'll just Treya this and call it a day. In fact, I'm pretty sure we could probably get away with just doing. I gave you a chance, man. Gave you a chance. Are you guys off to the market? Okay, be safe. We love you. Have fun. Where's the dog? Is he in the bedroom? Yeah. He won't be for long. The family is going to the market. And the dog's about to be loud and sad. I was brushing my teeth.
Be prepared for the barking.
Yeah, Teddy's going to be loud barking here in a second, guys, so I apologize. But he gets sad when he gets left out of things. I hear you, buddy. I hear you. I mean, I thought, well, maybe you could be back. And I just didn't know about it. Man, I wish I could get around taunt right now. Like, I missed that Kron with the getting around the taunt thing. That was an awesome Kron for the Sith. Yeah, the last Kron, when we had like the Sidious Kron and the Bane Kron. Yeah, target anybody with the debuff. That was such a thing of beauty. For a guy like Lord Vader who doesn't have a get around a taunt thing in his kit, that was huge. But for considering Lightside seems to have like the market cornered on the let's get around the taunt market. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. I actually don't think I have that Zeta. To me, it's a great Zeta, don't get me wrong, but it also feels like a luxury. It feels like a luxury Zeta to me. Or at least it did back then, and now it's with the Omicrons being in play on that team. It's a good Zeta for sure. I could probably spare it, but I also I don't think I can point to a battle that I've lost where it's like, man, if I only had that Zeta, it would have gone different, Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You are absolutely correct. You are not wrong. Who do we want for number 5? I have been doing this gal. She's been doing pretty good. And we, of course, need to show Ray the respect that she demands and deserves. Embarrassed with the Barris Crown, but you know Malicos doesn't really care about revives. But I mean, they're rocking 2 R9s up top. Oh, bye-bye, Benny. Bye-bye, Benny. Rocks. Yeah, dude, Outlaws. There are a lot of people very, 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 very nervous about Outlaws. Very hesitant about that game. Very not sure what to feel. I love the concept. I love like we're getting a view at Star Wars that's not from a Jedi point of view. Like that's very rare in video games. It's not even from the Republic or the Empire. You know, it's a cool view, but the gameplay, the concept and story of a game can be the greatest in the world, but if the game is not fun to play, then what the fuck does it even matter? You know, none of that matters. If the gameplay is trash, it doesn't matter. So I'm nervous about the gameplay being trash because the combat looks very much like you lock on with your gun and just hold the trigger, and it's like blam, 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 and then you send you cute little alien dog thing off to get you a gun or blow something up or open a door. You know, again, concept looks great. I'm worried about the execution. And Ubisoft, they have royally damaged my trust, and my faith in them. Frankly, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. Oh wait, no. Well, no, Assassin. Yeah, we'll keep Assassin in there because I didn't throw Talon in with the other group, so that's a pretty decent amount of armor pen that I might just hang on to. And I've got the nuke. Yeah, this isn't gonna go anywhere else today, I don't think. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm very hesitant about that game. And here's the thing with the absolute abject disaster that most Star Wars projects have been lately. Like, we can't afford to keep having Star Wars properties getting effed up. Like, it just can't happen. It just can't happen. Well, I mean, it's no coincidence they're run by the same people. Um, I think we're starting to see some pushback though. I mean, it's extremely funny to me. So right now, I saw on Twitter last night there is a petition. Save the Acolyte. Save the Acolyte. We need Acolyte season 2, and it's been going for a couple of days. And if you listen to the claims of the people who were sad about the Acolyte being canceled, it was the vocal racist minority that got it shut down. And after a couple of days, there's like 20,000 signatures. 20,000 signatures isn't going to get a park built in a small town, much less get a major studio to listen to your complaint. And then there's also now there's don't save the Acolyte petitions that are getting signatures. It's all in all, it's kind of hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it's a weird world we live in. That's for sure. Yeah, dude. I don't know how to break this to people. It ain't coming back. Okay? It ain't coming back. It's gone. It's dead. And from the sounds of it, Disney is erasing all traces of its existence. Like they did with the Willow series. The Willow series, apparently, I thought, from what I had heard, it was good. And then everybody all of a sudden was like, no, it's horrible. And then they removed it from Disney Plus. It's just gone. And they got rid of all the merchandise, and I hear they're doing that as well with the Acolyte, which is, that sucks if that's the case, because there are things about the Acolyte that are fantastic. Oh man, that sucks. I'm gonna have to do this without Rex, but I mean, they're gonna have to do it without Trench. Dude, if I could counterattack like he's supposed to, that would be amazing. I wasn't dazed. Why the hell wasn't I counterattacking? I had no daze, no stagger, and I wouldn't counterattack. What the hell was going on with that? I'm really confused. Alright, fuck it, whatever. Yeah, not a single counterattack. That's not how that kit is supposed to work. Yeah. I mean, I don't really feel like CG is on their side. Like, but that you actually bring up a decent point. Do you think we're gonna get Acolyte characters in this game now, or do you think that ship is now sailed? I mean, this was kind of happening. Weird stuff like this has kind of been happening to a lot of streamers over the past couple of days, where things that should be like functioning just aren't. All right, well, now we don't have to worry about revives. Well, yeah, but I mean, okay, you know, it's controversial tunes. I don't know. Actually, it's probably going to depend on if Disney lets them. Because if Disney is indeed doing this thing where they're erasing it from existence, like it seems like they might be, it might not even be an option. Ah, here's the Luthien team. Here it is on the back wall. Cool. No, I'm not going to GG Stap it this time. That was far too close. This is an R9. But here, let's look at some incredibly interesting things. They have R9 Quadme with the boys, not on defense. They have Bo-Katan, Mandalore, Bane, all that. None of it's on defense. None of it's on defense. Well, I GG stabbed it the other day, and I mean, it worked, but it also wasn't against this lineup. It wasn't against this Kron, and it wasn't against an R9. I need to up my GG a little bit before I want to try it again. I'll give it a go next week. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to drop a whole lot of battles because, I mean, this guy put a very, very light defense down, which means he's got a very, very heavy offense coming my way. I mean, so he's keeping six GLs for offense. I mean, that's a lot of GLs. No Quadme in the boys, which is just stunning to me. That's absolutely stunning to me. Like why? Like, that's... I suppose that team could probably kill just about everything, but... Yeah, it was a good counter. It was a good counter. I mean, but it was very, very sketchy at the end. But it did work. It did work, but it was very, very sketchy at the end. And it... I mean, the Kron isn't crazy scary, but... Well, let me take care of this team first, and then we'll... I mean, I'm legitimately stunned. I thought we would have multiple GLs on the back wall. I am legitimately kind of put on my butt by what we're seeing. Here. And you know, now I'm wondering, it's like, all right, we you know, we dropped a battle. And they're coming fulls on balls out super offense. So that one drop battle might be costing me this GAC. Now I've made up some banners by short manning some things here and there, but yeah, that could have been that drop against that trench team could be absolutely fatal for me. But we'll see. Maybe they'll struggle as well. I don't know. But I'm not super worried about trying to clear this right now. Like this does not seem that scary. And I'm rocking a lot of heavy duty stuff right now, so like I could legitimately overkill pretty much everything at this point and call it a day. So that's the other thing is I don't have to get nuts here. I can be like, look, I've got 3 GLs, I've got Treya, I've got Malgus, I've got Bo-Katan. I'm pretty well stacked. I did try Enoch against a non-Omi Zori, and we won, but it was sketchy. Well, before I would even think of using Arnold's music, I know he said he's fine, but I would want to speak with him, and I don't know how easy it is to get in contact with him. But I would definitely want to be like, hey, can I play a couple of your songs? You know, I would, just out of respect for the guy. You know, he doesn't know who I am. Everybody knows who he is. I would want to show him that respect, to be like, hey, do you mind if I use this? Okay, so I mean, if we're just looking, we can just full on dunk on everything at this point. Oh, yeah. You know what, Grax? I need to, I want to do something here with you. Grax, you're now a moderator in the channel. You feel free to take care of bots for me. And stuff like that whenever it's obvious that we need to handle something. You're the second mod. We had another one, but I haven't seen our buddy Kenobi in a long time. He said he was having some problems. And I gave him mod privileges, and he hasn't been around. I'm kind of worried about him, to be honest with you, but I have no way of contacting him. If anybody knows who I'm talking about and anybody has a way to, he got me into the guild that I'm in on my other account, like, and I haven't seen hide or hair of him in a while. I mean, he said he was having issues. Hey, there's another guy we haven't seen in a minute. Fishes in the house. Teddy, calm down, buddy. We had a weird drop on trench, but other than that, it's going well. My opponent went pretty light on defense, but now I'm super nervous that drop is going to cost me the GAC because they're taking 6 GLs on offense. You know, 6 GLs on offense is pretty heavy duty. You know, plus their Bane, they took their Quadmate team on offense, so like a dropped battle can be absolutely could absolutely be fatal for me. But, you know, there's only so many things you control. We'll show up and we'll do our best. And we'll just see how it turns out, you know? Yeah, Watcron, I took gas up against it, and we took trench out, but gas just wasn't counterattacking. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe their fleets are yoked. But yeah, they also put me in a position where I'm very, very balanced right now for offense and defense, and so I can more or less overkill everything they have left. Which is pretty fun. But again, you know, I mean, if I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. You know, it's just one of those things. But you know, obviously winning is better. Fish, how's everything for you, my friend? What you been up to? Can we just nuke you out? We sure can. You have been fishing. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But all right. So we will our Inquisitor is still just absolutely owning the Gungans. I feel like they are. Yeah, sometimes it's pretty odd what folks end up having and not having. Like, you look at their numbers and you're like, oh, they have everything. But every now and again, you run into one of those accounts that's just an absolute bloated nightmare. And their numbers are deceptive. Dude, the way my GACs have been going, it's like I win one, I lose. It's just been so up and down. Should be better, or it's getting a little better now that we actually have data on these new crons. But you know, so much foresight on this guy. That's why I want to get rid of him. So I won week 1 on this account, lost week 1 on the other account. I should be winning week 1 or week 2 or round 1. I won round 1 on this account, lost round 1 on the other one. I should be winning round 1 on my alt account, and then we'll see how this one turns out. This one can go any direction at this point. I'll have to keep an eye on it all day today. I mean, not really. It probably doesn't matter, but... Alright, he gone. Let's get it done a little bit faster. Good morning to you, Hap. How's it going, my friend? And how'd the first one go? Oh, good. I've dropped one battle here, but it was a weird drop. Good Lord, the fucking frames, man, frames. I don't know, we'll see what happens with this one. I dropped a weird battle using gas against Trench. Like, my gas just wouldn't counterattack. I'm not really sure why, but... Now, if our homeboy here can't handle this, then we're quitting show business. Oh, good, good, good. I haven't tried anything. The wackiest thing I tried this GAC was the wackiest thing I tried was I took Wampa out against Ewoks, and I mean, and it could not have gone better. Speaking of could not have gone better. Just so we don't have to deal with you reviving people again. All right, Fish, thanks for stopping in, buddy. It's great to see you. Don't be such a stranger, my man. Oh, fleet climb. Yep. Oh my, is that a profundity? Oh, it's a Radis. Okay. All right, well, okay, I got absolutely zero reason to try to be fancy here. I have zero reason to try to be fancy. This is not. Why did I hit Empire? I meant to hit that. My first instinct, I look at this fleet and I'm like, it's not triple attacker. This is Chimera. I need to get like a clip-on mouse pad for my because my mouse thing is way over here, and with the new chair, it's just like my arm is just way out all the time, and I don't really care for that feeling. You know, though, now that I'm looking at this, might be better to throw profundity at this. This fight with Leviathan can be it can get hairy. They can nuke out some ships, and I don't really think I'm in a position where I want to lose ships. Now, of course, if these guys don't get the assist and don't have the RNG, this one could go poorly as well. But this is a better use, and then I can throw. Okay. Yeah, this can be quite miserable. Just because these guys get the tenacity up, right? From the get-go. So if you're using Leviathan, they have tenacity up. You're not going to be landing the bombs and stuff for a while, and that could potentially let them nuke out a ship or two, which, you know, under other circumstances is just fine. You can lose a ship in a fight and you'll still win it, but this is GAC banners count. That means a ship loss can be devastating, so let's not even play with that today. When they healed up Bam, that's curious. Let's just send them away. Let's just get him out of here. Let's get this Boba Fett out before he decides to get cute with Sonic Mines. Yep, much safer option than throwing Leviathan at it. Much safer. And then we'll throw Leviathan at this. Yeah, because we've got... There's a couple executors in my... no, why am I hitting Empire, dude? I guess I really want to use Chimera, but that'll be next. But yeah, we have a couple of executors that pop up in the middle of the night while I'm playing or while I'm asleep, you know, and they'll come into the fleet arena and, you know, I'll fight one from time to time, and it's not fun. Half the time I lose a ship, you know, and I don't want to lose ships, you know, and especially considering that I'm supposed to be in the big Mac Daddy of capital ships currently, and Leviathan is Dop, hello my friend, hello, and Leviathan is getting semi dunked on at the start by Executor. Just it doesn't sit well with me. I think Executor needs, I know this is going to sound controversial, but I think it needs a speed buff and a tenacity down thing. Like, Executor wouldn't even be able to hold its jockstrap if it had both of those things. Like, this is the first time since I've been playing the game that we've got a new Big Daddy capital ship where the Big Daddy capital ship doesn't feel like an absolute obvious advancement in power and ability. It feels like they took a step, but is like a half step at best. See, I mean, even look at this. Even this is miserable. I got my own vulture now. No wonder they ran. Now I yes, now I Empire. There we go. Yeah, the captured cap ship should count. The vulture should count. I mean, honest to God, though, getting 70 for dropping a ship is pretty freaking great. I'm not going to complain a whole lot. Dop, I'm doing pretty darn well. All things considered. um, the channel's having some growth. Slow but steady. I'm not ready to challenge Arnold for the title of King of Triple B yet, but maybe one day. Sammy is back to school. His first day was Wednesday, and you know what? This is actually a better score this round than I got last round. He's had some incidences. He shoved a kid down on the playground. But other than that, he's doing really well. Yeah, I fully expect my opponent to full clear. But we'll see how he does on efficiency. There's zero reason this guy. He's taking 6 GLs on offense. He's taking Quadme and the boys on offense. He's taking Bane on offense, Bo-Katan, etc., etc., et al. There's zero reason this guy shouldn't full clear me. But I mean, if he drops 2 battles, it's probably screwed. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, shoving is I hate to say it's his new thing, but lately it's felt like his new thing. It came out of nowhere. So we're looking up, why is he pushing? What can we do about it? He had a shoving incident his first day of school where he was on a swing and a kid wanted the swing. Now, we don't know if it was an expectation that he is supposed to share, or if the kid tried to take the swing from him and he stood up for himself, but he shoved that kid down. I don't think a teacher saw it until he shoved the kid down. But then yesterday was just a straight up no, he's in a class with kids like him. Oh, yeah, well, and here's the other thing now with the culture these days. When I was a kid, if you wanted to go and play on the swing, great, cool, fair game. Go for it. Yeah, we're going to do some just Naboo bonus content while we're chilling and hanging out. Yeah, if you wanted to play on the swing, you better be the first motherfucker at the swing. And sharing? What's this word? What is this share word you speak of? This is ridiculous. Sharing. If you wanted to give up the swing to your homie to be cool, give up the swing to your homie to be cool. But otherwise, first come, first serve. And my elementary school had a giant playground. My elementary school playground was nuts. It was an L shape because my elementary school was an L shape. But the entire behind, probably 3 acres worth of property. On one side was on one end was the swings and the monkey bars and all that stuff. And we're talking 100 feet of swings. And then you went all the way across to the other side. And like I said, it was a couple of acres worth of property. A lot of grass. Full-fledged soccer field. I'm sorry, football pitch. Not a regulation one, but a full-on, you could easily play soccer or football or baseball and have tons of room. That much grass and that long, that wide. It was nuts. And then around the other side, where the lunchroom was, we would exit to go outside to go to recess. Was a whole bunch of other obstacle course type and climbing type toys. It was nuts. But if you wanted to play with something, you better be the first motherfucker there, or tough titties. Oh, it's a kitty. It's a kitty. Oh, look at all the kitties. What do they got? What do they got? Okay, we're going to do... I think we're going to do massively overpowered here. We're going to save the undispellable potency up for later. Yeah, I got into straight up knockdown drag out brawls in high school, which I think a lot of kids do. Oh, you son of a bitch. Taking away my fucking potency up. And, you know, times were starting to change a little bit then, you know, mid to late 90s. But if you had if you were defending yourself, you 100% could do whatever you needed to do in a fight. I got suspended one time for 2 days, and my parents weren't even pissed. So this dispel shit needs a bigger cooldown. I had a decent run going, and he's absolutely wrecking it because he's dispelling my potency up every other turn. I got into a knockdown, drag out brawl and got suspended for 2 days only because I hurt the kid so bad. He shoved a freshman face first into a door. And I was like, what in the hell are you doing? I said, why are you picking on him? He's a little kid. And he's like, well, maybe I should pick on a big kid. And so I dropped my book bag and snapped my fists up, and he ducked. Like, why would you duck? Why would you go into a crouching turtle position just because I put my fists up? What is going on here? So I did the only logical thing a hooligan like myself would do. I kicked him right in his fat fucking head and cut his face open and gave him a nice scar for a few days, or a nice mark on his face for a few days. Well, that was before I knew, like, you know, if USD had been a thing back then, I totally would have been like, Muay Thai clinch. And, yeah, but... Yeah, no, he just did not think that one through. Oh, good. I don't have to dispel this guy. Oh, but here, now I do. And also now I don't have potency up. Fucking... This shit royally pisses me off. This guy should not be dispelling every other turn. Or every 2 turns. And healing everybody every 2 turns. They already have all the advantages. And look at how much these guys are dodging. I really don't want to have to restart this run because the RNG just went shitty, but it looks like I might because I've lost so much in rage meter to this shit. Seriously ridiculous. So yeah, I got suspended for kicking that dude in the face, and then I hit him pretty solidly in the eye, and he quit after that. He put me in a headlock. He didn't even land a punch. But yeah, my parents were like, "You got suspended for what?" And I'm like, "This guy pushed this kid face first into a door, and I stood up for the kid." And they're like, "Fine, we don't care. Enjoy your 2 days off." And I'm like, "Thank you, I will." It probably would have been a viral video if phones and YouTube were a thing back then. But we barely had the internet back then. And because of RNG, now I'm losing characters. I mean, I like my streams to go about 2 hours. That's honest to God one of the main reasons I'm doing this. I could go to my other account and I could do, well, I don't think anybody wants to watch me piddle fuck my way through the Endor raid. But I do have the assault battle that I need to work on my other account. Maybe we'll see if we can actually get a fair attempt here without them absolutely just being assholes. See, that's what we need. We need you guys to do AoEs so we all counterattack and kill waves instantly. This is just like... If he dispelled half as much, the raid would be twice as fun. And I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm not exaggerating in the least. Yeah, like 26% just because of the way RNG is landing and because of the way... I don't think these commanders should have an ability if you're not in a ship phase. Maybe that's just me, but it's like, so you give me 3 ship phases, and then you have 3 phases where they can just do whatever the hell they want. Like, why is that a thing? Like, shouldn't you just be like, let's at least make it pretend to be fair that, you know, if you're gonna have him give abilities and then have stages where I get to try to counter that ability, then on the stages I can't counter it, maybe they don't have abilities. Can we try that? Especially on lower difficulties. Like, can we be fucking real about this? And there's the dispel. I fucking hate this shit. Okay, all right. I've lost my patience with these already. Now I did a max run, 3.6 million with Quadme and the boys. I've been playing around with their mods for a while, and I finally think I have them sorted to where I can get that. My Gungan's max score pretty much on full auto. It was, I think we beat it with like 60% in rage total, and then I did like 1.4 with Maul and Sidious. I just don't have the patience to just keep throwing myself at the mercy of random RNG right now. We'll see. He hasn't shown up yet, so I mean, we'll head over to the other account. And we'll see what we can do with that with the Jedi, the Places of Power assault battle. Bought it, bro. I unlocked Cam the hard way a long time ago. But Cam goes with my Keller and Beck. I do like Keller and Beck, Mace Windu, Grandmaster Yoda. Yeah, he goes with that team. And believe it or not, that team to me is even more boring than the Lumi team. Well, sure, but then what do I do for a fifth team? Probably Monday. We can look. Well, I bought it on here, and it's not visible because I own it. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. But, I mean, honest to God, dude, you really should buy it. It might be Monday. It might be gone Monday morning, because didn't they come out? When did they come out, I guess? Was it last Monday? Monday last week? Because, yeah. Yeah, I can get 1.2 with the Lumi team as it stands. It's just very RNG dependent. So if I remove Cam from the other team to make it a certainty, like I guess I could replace him with R2D2, kinda. But would I be losing? I'm trying to get as much score as I can, you know, to help cover for people in my guild who don't have, who can't put up the scores I can put up. You know, we're trying to hit the 256 million crate consistently now. We got that for the first time this last week. First Order and Sith. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. See, I need Omegas so I can, what is it, Crackling Doom? Yeah, I don't know. This shouldn't be terrible. Yeah, I'll play around with it. It's just, yeah, I was hoping it would be. It's been a while since I've had to play this manually. Okay. I feel like I could probably put this on auto. We'll intervene if we must, but yeah, I should play around with it. I mean, I haven't. I kind of went with we as a guild came up with, based on, you know, bigger streamers results and compositions, came up with teams that have been working for us. But, you know, we're in a full guild, so everybody needs to average 5.5. I'm at 6.8 right now, so I'm already above the average. I'm already covering 1.3 million for another person who can't get to 5. So everything else I do on top of that's just going to be bonus or personal rewards. Creep Show. Good, my friend. Good. It's we got full clears on both GACs, and we just gotta. Ooh, there's an outlaw. Zad Grax isn't going to be happy. Now we just got to see if the scores hold. How's everything with you, my friend? And we're seeing if we can full auto a couple of these beginner tiers of Places of Power with the Sith and First Order that I have on my new account. All right, homie, I need you to dance real soon. Oh, well, there goes 3 stars, but at least we can auto it. I'll have to give him some gear, make him a little thicker. FanDuel. Yeah, look at these first-time rewards. Oh, look. 1.4 million fleet credits. Oh, that is huge for this account. But yeah, look at these first-time rewards, too. These are outstanding. Now, I'm already like 7-star on Mace, so that's not as big of a deal, but you know, these are good drops. These are very good drops for a baby account. And the first time, 102 million or 1.2 million, like this is huge for a new account. That's massive for me. That's like, let's go shopping in 7 stars and ships. Oh, congratulations. Leia's one of the great ones. She is outstanding. You know, in spite of Rolo counters and all that. Which are getting nerfed as we speak. Yeah, dude, people are weird. There are people who think that it matters, like they can put it on their resume or CV, as you say in the UK. Like they can put it on their resume that they're sitting at first place all the time in Fleet Arena on a mobile game. I legit think there's people who think that way because I've seen that kind of behavior. I have to be first. The Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you're last. I love it when a new Datacron shows up because, you know, like all of a sudden in Squad Arena, you'll see all these people who you've never seen their names before. Now they're like, oh, I can actually do something. And it's like, dude, you're like 3 years too late because they got rid of the crystals. So you being up here makes 0 difference in your life. But hey, good for you. We're proud of you, boy. Oh, now you wanna dance. Oh, wifey and kid are home from the market. We have a store about 15 miles from my house. It's called Fisher's Country Market. It is run by the Amish, and they have deals with a lot of local, you know, vegetable, meat, that sort of thing. With that kind of production, and they'll do massively discounted sales on meat and fruit and vegetables and stuff like that. So we watched that's right, their Facebook. The Amish have a Facebook, so we watched that and take advantage of sales when they're good enough. And they had some good ones today. So my wifey went and snagged a bunch of stuff. And after I'm done streaming, I'm assuming I'm gonna have to bust out my old chef knives and do some butchering. Cut up the meat, and then we'll vacuum pack it and put it in the freezer. And I didn't change ships again. That just reminds me of stuff. And it's gone. All right, we're gonna invest your money in this, and it's gone. Oh, still suffering some effects from my apnea attack yesterday. Still a little more coffee than normal, but. Okay, what ship? Teddy, that is literally your mom. Hi, Sammy. How was the market? We didn't go to Walmart, so Sammy's sad. Oh my God, he's devastated. Oh no, buddy. Aw, Sam didn't get to go to Walmart. Sammy likes going to Walmart and looking for toys, and we have to drive by it going in and out. And so he saw it twice and didn't get to stop. He's literally just tears just pouring off of his. He's spoiled. If he goes into a Walmart, he gets a toy. He gets a toy. And it's usually a good toy too. It's not like a bullshit $1 or $2 thing. Like, Sammy, what did you get? Do you want to come show everybody? Come here, buddy. Come here, Sam, come here. Sammy got some animals. Is that you? Are you right there? Hey, buddy, take your critters. All right, well, that cheered him up. Hey, 2 ships to 85 that were not 85 before. Not bad. Teddy! Oh my god, I apologize. I'm going to mute while the dog is going up shit. No, he's upset because they went outside without him. He's protesting being left behind because, heaven forbid anybody in my family go outside without him. Literally since day one, he has had really bad separation anxiety. The worst I've probably ever seen in a dog, and we try all the things that the vet says to try, and they just haven't made any difference. We're hoping as he gets older and calms down that things will settle, but okay, so given that we unlocked that new ability for him, we're gonna alter our starting lineup here and bring in Houndstooth as a reinforcement because I want Vader to get that turn meter gain. Oh, there he goes again. Alright, he's quiet again. But for fuck's sake, do you see what I have to deal with here? It's an absolute maniacal dog. He's a good boy. He loves his family. Jesus. Oh, that's some good looking pork loin we got there. Yeah, I am going to have to bust out my knives and do some trimming and cutting. My knives are actually fairly old at this point because I've been out of the cooking game forever, but I picked up myself not a full set of global, but I've got three global knives. If you're familiar with cooking implements, you'll know what I'm talking about. With chef knives and whatnot, they're handmade in Japan. They have instead of a 23 degree edge, they have like a 14.5 degree edge, so they're much sharper than your standard chef knife out of the box. They're good knives. They're great knives, in fact. And yeah, I've had mine for a very long time. It's actually going to be going on 20 years. And they've held up fantastically. We're talking one of those knives was like a $200 knife. when I first got it back in the mid 2000s. So, you know, that was a lot for a knife. In general, that's a ton for a knife. But then 250 from the daily. You hit the jackpot, my friend. That is one of the rarest, if not the rarest thing that happens in this game, is getting that credit disbursement like that. Hell yeah, dude. That's just icing on the cake right there. That's the cherry on top. We'll see what I get here in a minute when I finish up mine. And let's find. With all this space, you think they would pop up? Come on, 420, 420, 420. Come on, give me 420. Just as a joke, I'm not a pot guy. But for His Lord and Majesty Snoop Dogg, give us 420. 421. There we go. 420 for Snoop. I'm like, yeah. Here's the thing. I got all these Relic Jedi. This team is probably going to roll over these guys because these aren't the good Jedi. Like, he's great. He's great in GAC. This is obviously a raid team. But these aren't the good Jedi. They don't have good abilities. How much of his leader do I have unlocked? Yes, in his leader abilities, dog poop. But to take advantage of Cam, we need to have all Galactic Republic. Oh, yeah, no, 100%. 100%. Yeah, it's just not a good team outside of the places where it is good. Which, I mean, I guess outside of the place where it is good with, you know, certain conditions being fulfilled. I mean, and I honestly don't care. Like, I'm not trying to advance in Squad Arena. I'm just trying to do the fight. And I thought since we could pull 420 up, let's pull 420 up, because that's fun. Yeah, they can actually. There we go. 420 for Snoop. Woo-hoo! Okay. Let's see what I get. Let's see what I end up with. 5. Pretty standard, really. Okay, so also I still haven't done this, and like, I'm pretty sure, you know, I can get. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna get the stealth thing done, but we'll try. And we'll do 2 battles. We'll do we'll see how this goes. This is actually the first fleet Galactic challenge that this account's ever been involved in. Yeah, I legit don't know if we can do this or not. Comeuppance is Comeuppance is a tricky ship. It did add a lot to this fleet, and you can't deny that. And we just aren't doing any damage right now. Oh, and they get the Y-Wing too, huh? Isn't that cute? Look at all those assists. Where'd that shit come from? Ooh, we might get the stealth. Then we'll have, it's the undersize we might not be able to get. I mean, we have to win this first of all. So let's not put chickens in baskets and hatch them and all that shit, but. I mean, because legitimately, the big problem with trying to get the stealth thing done is making the fight stretch out. I guess having subpar rebel ships as your only option is going to be good for stretching out fights. Oh, I haven't seen this in a very long time. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the way she goes. I'm going to have to try this again later. Got to cut up some meat, folks. So we're going to head back over to the other account real quick. I'm assuming we're winning this GAC. Right here, they stopped. So maybe they'll try again, but they saw my back wall, which had all those relic Jedi, and they stopped. So we'll head over to the other account to see if anything has happened over there, and then we'll call it a day. And then today, we're wrapping up TV, so I will probably stream that tonight at some point, depending on what else is going on. But, yeah, we will, and then we might just take tomorrow off. Unless there's a territory war, there's nothing. I could have technically, I guess, attacked GAC tomorrow afternoon, but then what do I stream Monday? It's a neat little balancing act we have to deal with at times as streamers trying to figure out what and when to stream. It's, Arnold might put out a video every day or so, and, but he only streams live when there's something major going on or there's GACs. So, it is a challenge trying to provide content sometimes. It's, it's one reason I am thankful when Conquest rolls around. When Conquest hits, at the very least, we can get on the struggle bus with Conquest and figure out feats and fun little teams like that together. And I am going to be doing a marathon, which I might actually time that with Conquest. Just kind of like stream till we get to the end sort of deal. But then I also was going to start a new playthrough of Cyberpunk. Because a lot of people still haven't played it because it was a technical mess when it first came out, and it's so much better now, and the expansion was an absolute masterpiece. That if people don't know, they don't know, and they should experience that game. And showing it off a little bit, and I have no connection to CD Projekt Red or anything like that, but obviously I'm a giant fan of their work. Between The Witcher alone, those games are all also absolute masterpieces. But then, yeah, they brought this other amazing world to life. You can't play Cyberpunk? Why can't you play Cyberpunk? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the first person is. I am. I have no problem with first person. I think, but I think its time needs to be done. I think third person makes so much more sense, especially when you're talking about a game where you're creating a character and you're customizing the character to look a certain way. And then they make you play in first person where the only time you can see the character is if you're interacting with the thing that lets you customize. Like, I really think first person has its place, but I think third person needs to be the standard now instead of first. No, I'm fortunate. I've never suffered from motion sickness, but yeah, that's definitely it's not fun. I know my wife gets motion sick if she's not driving. She can get motion sick. She has to look at something fixed. Like she has to look a certain way, and if she doesn't do that, oh, that's horrible, buddy. I'm sorry. Because, I mean, unfortunately, that does disqualify you from some really awesome games. But, yeah, I think third person needs to be the standard. Unless there's something about the mechanics that make first person required. You know, I mean, there's arguments to be made in either way. But, yeah, what about if you... Yeah, exactly, exactly. I mean, and look at like Call of Duty. Call of Duty sells skins like crazy, right? Like you can go in and be like, oh, I think they're selling the Crow right now or whatever. But you can like they sold Cheech and Chong, and my buddy and I bought that. And it's like he could see when I was Tommy Chong, and I could see his Cheech, but he couldn't see his Cheech. He couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't. It doesn't make any sense. I haven't tried the RoboCop game. I keep wanting to, but I still haven't sat down to do it. I heard it's fantastic. I've heard it's just amazing. But yeah, I mean, for shooters, I guess for some, like, Call of Duty, it's probably required because of corner peeking and things like that. First person makes a lot of things a little more competitive in some ways, I guess, but third person really needs to be the standard at this point in life. Like Ghost Recon went to third person after their first couple of games, and then they went back to first person for a game, and I'm like, what are you even doing here? See, I don't mind beginnings being tedious. Like that was a criticism that's still remotely kind of fair about Cyberpunk is like the first 2 hours of the game is the prologue, in all honesty. Depending on how quick you rush through it. I mean, but if you just focus on doing the thing that kind of sets up the actual story, it takes a couple hours and it can be slow. And it can take a while to get there, and I mean it doesn't necessarily grab you right away. But there's a lot of games like that where you need to power through a little bit of tedium, and then you get into absolute masterpiece. And they did improve the flow of Cyberpunk at the beginning now. Like they give you more cyberware at the start, and they let you do a little more cool things. Like it doesn't take the whole game to feel like you're awesome. But yeah, I like games that make you feel powerful out of the gate, or at least appropriately strong. Maybe not overpowered, but feeling like, oh, I can handle where I'm at. You know, like that's a big deal. But like, could you imagine playing like Jedi Survivor in first person? I think that would be miserable with the way you get surrounded. Like you have to have the third person, so you get that like, oh, I'm a Jedi, I can sense what's going on behind me sort of feel. Yeah, them going first person with that is a choice, but I mean, it's a Bethesda game. It's a Bethesda game, so like they are the kings of first person in reality, because you're talking Elder Scrolls, you're talking Fallout, you're talking Indiana Jones, you're talking Doom. That new Doom game looks pretty cool, though. The one that's like medieval, where you're using, you know, swords and axes and bows and stuff like that instead of guns. That looks really cool. I think it's a neat concept. Should be a good time. But yeah, no, like, okay, so maybe it's because it would be too expensive to have that many. No, I guess it would only really be, I don't know. I'm not real sure. I was about to say it's too expensive to render Harrison Ford that much, maybe, but I mean, they probably just paid him a lump sum for his likeness rights, or paid Disney a lump sum, and then Disney's paying him. Yeah, I don't know. It's a choice. I mean, I'm hoping. But even Bethesda lets you switch to third person in a lot of their games. It's a choice. I don't know. I mean, honest to God, I kind of wish that they would listen to the feedback. Unless mechanically they just can't pull off everything they want to do in third person. And instead of making it so you jump back and forth, they just kept it as a first person. I'm not sure. I get to play it for free because I subscribe to Game Pass, so I'm not going to be out any money if it turns out to be a disappointment. But I think it looks pretty cool, and the fact that they, you know, it's Harrison's face rendered in the game, and they have, I think is it Nolan North? I think is doing his voice, and he sounds really freaking close to Harrison Ford. I'm very excited. They have made some really quality Indiana Jones games in the past, and I'm hoping this gets to join that list. Yeah, dude, Nolan North, like when, I don't know if any of you played Destiny, but there was an expansion, spoiler alert, for 5 years now, I guess, but hey, whatever, you know, if you've never played Destiny 2 and you don't know. So, Nathan Fillion voiced Cade Six, the leader of the Hunter faction of the Guardians. This guy right here, this guy. I was a Hunter main from the start of Destiny 1, so like, Cade was our guy, right? Well, they killed him, and he was voiced by Nathan Fillion, but in the expansion that they killed him, Nolan North replaced him, and nobody knew. Nobody knew until the credits rolled that Nolan North replaced Nathan Fillion, because he did that good of a job replicating his voice. And then they brought Nathan Fillion back for this final Shape expansion, which was great. But yeah, Nolan North, God, that guy he is insanely talented. He's done so much amazing voice work. It's crazy. It's crazy. I have a lot of respect for voice talent and voice actors. But I got to go do some butchering, folks. So I'm going to get out of here. You guys are the best. Love you. We've had a nice, solid amount of folks in here. We've had wonderful chat, conversation. Come on, do something. I need that meme with the stick guy poking him. Do something. It's been a lot of fun. I love these Saturday morning streams because they're nice and relaxed. You know, there's no pressure. Everything's cool, and it's just been great hanging out with you guys. When we get together the next time, let me know how your GACs turned out. You all have a great weekend. Hope you're getting your stars, all that jazz. Buy these damn packs, folks. Buy these packs before they go away. It's easier to get $20 than it is to one, wait for the next time they come around, which is probably going to be a while, and two, you just don't want to regret it. These packs, yeah, it's $20 is $20 or $40 if you're buying both, but it's worth it. It's mathematically, bigger streamers than me have already shown that mathematically it's very, very worth it. If money's not an issue, of course, but they have my endorsement for what it's worth. Yeah, you guys take care. Yeah, I might get on again this afternoon just to finish up TB. Oh, why can't you get it, Dop? Why can't you get it, Dop? What's going on? Like, I wish the gift thing let me send gifts to whoever, because I would just get it for you. Like, legitimately. It wouldn't bug me at all. But I can't. You can only gift to people in your clan, which I think is horrible. Because wouldn't it be cool as a streamer? Like, actually, I wonder if that's the reason. I wonder if that's the reason, because, like, do you think people would be sending, like, Arnold crystals and shit like that all the time? I mean, well, why not just anybody? Like, okay, so here, we'll hop into allies and be like, oh, hey, I'm going to go look up this person and be like, oh, I want to send them a gift. But yeah, do they just think that, like, people are just gonna, like, I don't know. They just, yeah, but I mean, simultaneously, like, in theory, I could then form a guild. I mean, but guild hopping's a pain in the ass, but, and I think you have to wait a day. Like, why? I just don't understand why they put the limits on it. Like, I'll go to their website and let me send a gift to whatever player I want to send it to. You know, like, people have supported the shit out of me, and I like giving back. And it would be cool as a streamer on my side to be like, I'm gonna do a giveaway of the Kia D Mundi pack. And I guess I could reach out to CG and be like, hey, look, I'm a streamer. Can I have a code to do a giveaway for something? And, you know, and if they say yes, cool. But the odds are they're going to say no. It would make a lot more money for them. But me as a streamer, I could be like, oh, hey, we're getting this really cool bundle. I'm going to give one away. And maybe that's why. Maybe they don't want us using their sales for our promotion. I don't know. It's whatever the reason is, it's dumb. But I mean, I could, in theory, create a character, have that character create a guild, but again, it's the guild swapping that's the problem, you know? I don't know. It's very short-sighted by CG. It's very, very short-sighted, because I would use it for, one, helping people who, you know, want some help or need some help, or two, just giving back, like giving gifts and giving little promotions. Like, it would be awesome. And I suspect that's the reason. I suspect that's the only reason why. I mean, legitimately. So now it's like, okay, I could do that. I could be like, hey, I'll buy you the cam bundle and PayPal you the $20 or whatever. But then we have the issue of that's not something I can show on stream. And then that person had better be honest with what they're going to do with my $20. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to go that route, because if I send somebody $20 for the cam bundle and they don't buy the cam bundle and they buy weed and cigarettes with it instead, like, that's not a great look for them or for me or for anything. So that's you know, a big reason why I'm not currently doing any of that. But anyways, guys, my wife is waiting for me very patiently. I think she's heard me say 3 times I need to go cut meat. She's been nice and smiling and hasn't yelled at me once, but now she's giving me side eye. You are too. I saw it. She just strolled by side-eyeing and then denying that she was side-eyeing me. But anyways, guys, I love you. It's been a blast. We'll probably be back this afternoon just for a little TB, just to get TB done and out of the way. All the special missions are done. It's just, you know, it's just get your deployments done, get your shit done, and wrap it up. So I'll probably take care of that, and then we'll check in on the GAC. Ooh. And yeah, so we'll see you again for a little bit this afternoon, and then I might take tomorrow off. But anyways, guys, again, it's been a blast. Have a good day. We'll see you later today, and love you guys. You're the best. Have a good one.